Hello and welcome back to Yokayi Footy Shorts for another week. My name is Megan Waters and I'm joined as always by my brother and good friend Andy Krakouer.
Megsy, how are you, my sister? It started off on Thursday night with the Carlton Blues getting a great win in Adelaide over Port Adelaide. And there was a few upsets as well. Friday night, the Bullies getting over up over the Pies.
Yeah, there was certainly some great football this weekend. The Tigers, they took it to the Cats at the Cattery. Didn't get the chockies, as you would say, but do want to send a little bit of love to McKelty Lafau. He's done his ACL, unfortunately. Another injury for them. But looking at the ladder now, Sydney Swans, they are still sitting pretty at the top. They don't seem to be budging. Can they go all the way this season?
I think they're the team to beat at the moment. Your team, Essendon, still in second spot after the lots. Carlton back into the 8, but how were Gold Coast Suns against your mob up at People's First Stadium, Mix?
They were actually incredible. I was watching this game from the pub on Sunday and there were some rowdy Gold Coast fans in there and rightfully so. They were really good on the weekend.
Tuke Miller, Noah Anderson and Matty Rowell all had 10 disposals in the last term, put the team on their back and were able to get the job done. So they're very good at home. They've won it in Darwin as well, but they struggle to win away from home. So that'll be the challenge this week, Megs.
Yeah, I think they've got the Saints coming up this weekend, so that'll be a big test for them. But while we're still talking about the Suns, we're going to go straight to this week's Yokayi moment because it goes to Ben Long. He has been absolutely incredible and on his 100th game, kicked 4 goals. What a great season he's having this year, brother.
Nice little gimme there. The free kick was for the big man, Benny King, but he took that one, played on, kicked the goal, but he was very dangerous up forward. Found some really good space. I love his hardness around the footy and on the opposition as well. But as you mentioned, for a milestone game, and this mark here, I loved it. It was
so
61
good.
apiece, so there was a draw really, really deep in the last quarter, but to be able to go back and kick that goal, I really loved his game, Megs.
Yeah, it's always good to get behind the brothers and really great to see him having a stellar season this year. It's time to get to the NT. The Melbourne Demons taking on the Fremantle Dockers, and geez, didn't the D's get demolished up there?
Yeah, they certainly did. They spent a little bit of time up there. They did some great work within the community. It was great to see this man, Sonny Walters, kick a few goals. He kicked 3, in fact, so the blowtorch was on him. Justin Longmuir spoke about that and said he needed to hit the scoreboard and have a bit more of an impact. But looking at Melbourne walking off there, it's going to have some questions asked for the coming weeks, Megs.
Yeah, they're all looking pretty flat, so I think they're going to be having some tough conversations this week, that's for sure. Now, I want to talk about the Hawthorn Football Club because they really look like the real deal so far this season. I think they've won 4 of their last 5 and they're really taking it to them.
And it's all on the back of this man, Dylan Moore. He's a barometer for this side. He kicked 5 goals, had the 20-odd disposals. Jack Ginnivan, he's very watchable. You don't know what you're going to get from Jack. Guinea and his teammates love what he's able to do, but I think their pressure around the footy was absolutely outstanding. Once Adelaide got hold of the footy, they hunted in numbers. They turned the footy over. They had so many people and a variety of options going up forward. Jack Gunston in his 250th to be able to get the job done in his milestone game was great to see as well, Megs.
Yeah, it is good to see, always good to see the players getting up when they're celebrating their milestone games. Now it's time for Ask Andy. So 2 of the best young players in the league at the moment look like they're going to be rubbed out for the Rising Star. Should suspended players be ineligible for major awards, brother?
Well, I think when it comes to the Rising Star, it's about picking the best first-year player. And I think these 2 men are right at the top of the list, and it's going to be really disappointing if they're not going to be able to win this award due to their suspension. But Megsy, if you're talking about the Brownlow medal, obviously it's the best and fairest. So if a player gets suspended, no, I don't think they should win the Brownlow. But in this case, I think these 2 should still be in calculation to win the Rising Star Award this year.
I mean, Harley Reid's been the talk of the town, so it will be really disappointing if he is ruled out, that is for sure. But before we wrap up, you wanted to give a bit of a shout out, or we wanted to give a shout out?
Yes, unfortunately there was some racism and some terrible derogatory comments to this young man Jamals after footy training that he spoke about. So we just want to send him, his family, love and support, and just know that you're a beautiful young man. You've got a bright future ahead of you, and please don't let these people saying these terrible things weigh you down and bring you down. Don't let anyone dim your light, young man. Make sure that you go out there and give it your best, and just hopefully this can be a water off a duck's back, and you're feeling really well and a lot better with your family moving forward. So we're just sending love and support from Yokayi Footy Shorts from myself and Megsy. So I hope you're well, little man.
Well said, brother. That's it from us for another week of Yokayi Footy Shorts. We'll be back next week to unpack all of round 13. So we'll see you then.